All right, we have our first major delay of the upcoming baseball season. Spring training getting pushed back. Things are not looking great here, folks. We want to have a deal done. Could we be without baseball this season? I don't know. We're getting closer and closer to opening day, but there is some positive news. It's not all doom and gloom. I'm going to break down everything going on with the story as well as give you my 2 cents on the whole situation. But if you could first, like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell so you get these daily update videos, share this video with your friends. It really helps the channel out a lot. We are growing like crazy. All right, so off the top, the MLB has delayed the start of spring training until at least March 5th. Baseball pitchers and catchers were supposed to report last week. We do not have a deal in place. There has been a lockout since December. The owners have locked out the players due to a lack of collective bargaining agreement. This is not good. It's our first delay. March 5th is the tentative date here. They were supposed to start February 26th, I believe, get our first games underway, but it's not good news, folks. Now, there hasn't been a whole lot of meetings since the lockout in December. I think there's been 7 meetings between the players and the owners, and they are nowhere close to a deal. Unfortunately, it sounds like they're really far apart on the revenue share aspect of the thing. And the problem is baseball has no salary cap. It's open season, and there's no incentive for owners of losing teams to pay players to win, can convince them to win games. It's so much better financially just to tank, reap in all our hard-earned money, reap in TV revenue money, not pay anybody, and then hope to eventually be good at one day. I really hate this in sports. There needs to be a vetting process with owners, much better than what we currently have. Need to get owners that aren't committed to winning. Every owner should not be looking to make a quick buck here in professional sports. I get it. You're going to make money with professional sports, but everybody should be trying to win, spending the max money, trying to get the best players, trying to win in a year in, year out basis. It'd be so much better for professional sports if we had this. I mean, look at the NFL. You have a salary cap. You only have 16 games. Everybody makes a shit ton of money. So most teams are competitive. You'll have a team, 1 or 2 teams tanking, maybe for a season, maybe 2, not really. And then they're usually back. The NFL has the most worst to first in divisions from year to year. Most teams making the playoffs, then missing the playoffs with new teams each year. So that's what every sport should shoot for. The NBA and MLB have a real problem with a lot of bottom feeders collecting checks, making money, and not paying a lot for their players or their roster. Really hurts sports. But the owners are committed to getting a deal done, so they say. The Players Association obviously blames the owners, saying they're being greedy. They don't want to give us the money. There's a lot of things they need to hammer out here. MLB minor league. There's a big minor league problem with pay for minor league players. Baseball has a weird rule, too, on arbitration and years of service when you can get contract extensions. Baseball is a really messy sport. It's the oldest sport, and it's clearly the messiest in America. The way things are set up, they were the latest to get free agency. Really weird stuff going on with baseball. It's way too entrenched in the days of old. Think they need to modernize the game. There's so many young superstars that they can get out. Everyone can watch. People love watching playoff baseball. Baseball is not an issue about the game length. It's about the action length. There's a lot of action in the playoffs, a lot of intensity, and you kind of lose that with a 162-game season. So I don't know if we're going to get this thing done in time. I expect spring training to be delayed. I would be really surprised. I mean, we're coming down the wire here. March 31st is opening day scheduled. I don't think we're going to have games on that day. Now, it's not all doom and gloom with all this stuff. There's a lot of things going on here. They are expected to meet several sessions next week. They've already met 7 times, like I said, messed that up. Yeah, they're going to meet multiple times next week, according to Jeff Passan. Jeff Passan is your baseball guy. If you want to keep up on what's going on with this, follow Jeff Passan on Twitter. He is my most trusted baseball source here. He knows what he's doing. So he said they're going to meet a few times over the next week or so, which is good. It's a positive review. The last meeting was only 15 minutes, though. We need to get these guys in a room. We need to lock them in there. Get this thing figured out. Figure out your pay structure. Figure out your contract situations. Figure out your season. I'm okay with shortening the season. 150 games? Let's play 150. Get more people. Get more butts in the seats. Make tickets. Make concessions cheaper. You get the fans in the stands. It's that simple, folks. It's hard to go spend $500 to take a family to go to one baseball game and sit in good seats, you buy concessions, blah, blah, blah. It's just not feasible, man. It's really, really hard when you have this many games. The NBA has the same problem here, but baseball is a sport that has a real opportunity to grow. There's a huge, large demographic of young viewers that are getting into the sport. It's a massive multicultural sport. It's probably the most global sport we have here in America. Nobody really watches soccer. Let's be realistic here. All this stuff is big. But hopefully they get this deal done. I'm optimistic we're going to have a season. I think we're going to have a season here. I would probably say in the range of 150 games is probably what we're going to get. I don't think we're going to get a deal done like opening day games till late April, which is fine. I always think the baseball season's a little too long anyway. Starting in April, nobody wants that. Maybe start the season in May, and then we play this thing. I know October baseball just has such a great feel to it. Problem is the weather's always bad. I would be more okay if we played them in warmer weather and stuff. Baseball's a warm weather sport. It's just so much more entertaining. It's so much better to watch when the weather's good. And so, yeah, I don't think we're going to be without a season. I do think, however, we are going to have a delay. It's not all doom and gloom, but be cautious here. Keep your eyes on this stuff. Hopefully they get a deal done. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Are we going to start opening day March 31st? Is it going to be a little later? Are we going to have no season at all? Let me know what you guys think again in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, share this video with your friends, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.